Hello everyone, and thank you for stopping by my channel. If you are new to my channel, welcome. If you're an oldie but goodie, welcome back. For today's video, I wanted to show you guys how I achieve full coverage without using any foundation. That's right, you heard me. I'm not gonna put a drop of foundation on my face today. Too often, us makeup wearers feel like in order to cover absolutely everything, we have to go with full coverage foundation. Problem with that is your skin cannot breathe. So whether you have dry skin or oily skin, your skin still has to breathe. So I am one who has some eczema scarring and some post-acne scarring, but I cannot stand the feel of heavy foundation on my face, even though I want to cover up pretty much everything. So I'm going to show you how I achieve full coverage without using any foundation. I feel like I just repeated myself. So I've already washed and moisturized my face and applied primer. I'll show you which primer I used. I used the, can't get it out of its container.
One eternity later.
I used the Smashbox Hydrating Photo Finish Primer all over my face, and then in the areas where I'm a little bit more porous, being my nose and cheeks, I used the Dr. Brandt Pores No More Primer. You guys have seen both of these on my channel. They're nothing new. So to achieve coverage today, I'm going to be using the Bare Minerals Complexion Rescue Tinted Hydrating Gel Broad Spectrum SPF 30. I am in the shade Sienna 10, which is the darkest shade that this is available in. I will say I absolutely love this stuff. If you have dry skin or even like just normal skin, this is a very good option if you're just looking for some coverage without it being too full and too heavy on the skin. My boyfriend's texting me, hi babe. So that's what it looks like just pumped out onto the hand. I'm going to use a flat top kabuki to apply it to my face. Just gonna spread this all over. So I like this for, especially for me in the wintertime, just because that's when my face is the driest, but it works well in the summer as well because it does have the SPF in it, which we need. And since it's getting warmer outside, the sun is coming out to play for sure. We definitely want to make sure that we have some SPF on, but still light coverage on the skin so it can breathe. That's just one thin layer of it, and as you can see, for the most part, it has covered up a lot of my discoloration on my face. I am going to do a little bit more just around my cheekbone area because for some reason that's where any makeup I put on my face, that's where it actually breaks down the quickest. So barely any more, that little baby dot right there. What I love about this product is you can put a ton on and it'll still not feel like you have anything on. Like honestly, it just feels like I'm rubbing lotion on my face right now. The only gripe I have with this particular product is the shade range. I wish that these came a little bit darker because this matches my complexion perfectly right now and I don't have any bit of a summer tan on me. So by the time summer gets here, I won't be able to wear this anymore because I will be too dark for it. Because as chocolate as I am, I believe in tanning. So I zoomed you guys in a bit so you could kind of get a better look of the coverage that I'm getting from the tinted gel cream. It's pretty lit for it to just be a tinted moisturizer. This leans to about like a light medium coverage. It's not necessarily buildable. You're not going to get anything past like a medium coverage. But this next tip is something that I like to show my clients a lot when it comes to using a less than full coverage foundation. The whole point of a foundation or a tinted moisturizer is just to even the skin tone. So you don't want to put like 50 layers of it on because then you're just doing too much. So what I like to do with this particular look that I'm going for is after I apply my tinted moisturizer, I go back in with a concealer to cover up anything that may still be peeking through the tinted moisturizer. So I'm going to use the MAC Studio Finish Concealer SPF 35. This is in the shade NW45. It's a little orange for me. I would typically reach for NC50, but I have no idea where it is. So we're just going to make it work with this one. Okay, excuse me if you see any of these like freaking fuzzies all over the place. My backdrop is like legit a seafoam green Chewbacca and it's shedding a little bit, so you know, it's a little fuzzy everywhere. And then with the same brush I used to apply the tinted moisturizer, I'm just gonna go back over everything. That way it's blended and seamless. Alright, so for concealer today, I'm going to go in with the Bare Minerals Bare Skin Complete Coverage Serum Concealer. This stuff is thebomb.com because it does have a little bit of vitamin C in it, so it actually helps counteract and correct any discoloration that you have on the skin. It is super full coverage. I'll show you over the tattoo on my hand. Not going to completely cover it because I have to go somewhere after this and I don't want to have makeup stuck everywhere. So as you guys know, I have a tattoo on my hand along the sides. So it's not the same words, but the same concept on both hands. And this concealer is strong enough to cover it up. So it's pretty full coverage, so a little bit goes a long way. You could honestly use this concealer in place of the MAC Studio Finish concealer I used earlier if you're a little bit lighter than me. Their darkest color is dark to deep, and this is the equivalent to a MAC NC 45, 47-ish, which is too light for me to use as concealer, spot concealer, but I can use it as highlighting concealer. So I'm gonna go ahead and highlight as I usually would. And to set the rest of my face, again using no foundation, not even foundation powder, I'm going to go on with the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish. This is in the shade Dark Deep. And I'm going to use this to set the rest of my face just so my tinted moisturizer doesn't move anywhere. Honestly, in real life, I don't usually set the tinted moisturizer. I kind of just, you know, be on the go with it. But if I'm like going to work or I'm going out or you know, something like that where I'm going to be on the elements and I may potentially sweat or I have to have this on for a long period of time, I will go ahead and set it just so I'm sure it won't go anywhere. Struggle of a nose ring. This thing always either ends up crooked or dirty when I'm doing my makeup. There we go. And I'm just going to speed through the rest of this. I won't talk through it just because the focus of this video is more so how to achieve full coverage without using any foundation. So I'm going to go ahead and do that really quickly, and then I will be back to chit chat with you guys before I say goodbye. so that is it for this look. I hope you guys enjoyed it. This isn't my usual like tutorial like type videos. It's more so just kind of like tips and tricks that I use to achieve full coverage without having to put on a ton of makeup. And this is, like I said in the beginning, going to be more so wearable if you have drier skin. I don't know off the top of my head of any really bomb tinted moisturizers for oily skin, but if you guys know any, go ahead and leave those down in the comment section for those oilier folk in need. But other than that, I don't really have anything else to say to you guys other than make sure that you thumbs up this video, share the video, comment, let me know what you want to see next. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Also, don't forget to follow me on social media, Twitter and Instagram, both MUA_BEECROI. Facebook is MUA_B_Croi. I love you guys so much. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye, girl.